Coming to you live from the creche, this is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Christian.
And I'm excited because we are here to preview Wormwood, a game from Ixion Gameworks. They provided a prototype copy for us, and it is not unlike Netrunner. It has some mechanics that I think if you're a Netrunner player, you will grok quickly and be a fan of. And so I invited two of my Netrunner-iest friends.
That's us.
To play with me.
We run nets.
Yeah. We at least I became friends with each of you playing Netrunner. I can't remember if you two knew each other.
Yeah, that's how we knew each other about Netrunner.
Yeah.
Just all Netrunner all day. Yeah.
Nice, yeah. So
We would just always play 3-player Netrunner games.
that is one big difference between Netrunner and Wormwood is we are playing a 3-player free-for-all game here as we attempt to score 10 echoes, which that's the first parallel to Netrunner right there, right? Is that they're much like agendas. You can put them on the table and spend some time to score them yourself, or you can steal them from other players. And there's a few other similarities you might see as we go, but we're also playing units and attacking each other, so it's a little more combat-y and a little more mean than I know Netrunner's pretty mean.
Netrunner's pretty mean.
It feels
It's
more mean.
It does feel more aggressive, is what I would say.
It feels more mean, I think, because this is kind of its main recommended play mode is 3 or 4 player multiplayer, and so you are always choosing a person to attack, and that feels more mean.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it.
I like being mean, so I'm excited.
Okay, yeah, so this is, just to say a quick word about the setting. Like, this is a sci-fi setting where an Ark ship basically fled Earth, no one remembers why, crashed on Absentian, the name of this planet, and all the people in Cryo there woke up gradually over centuries, if not more. And so these different factions are kind of like pods of people that woke up and started a new religion, or developed this technology, or became animal handlers, or all the different ways that over time
Got really into D&D.
Oh man.
This is the role-playing faction.
That would be the way I would spend my time on crashing.
You're like, I don't have a job. I live on a planet with no internet or TV. Great.
Let's play D&D. Yeah.
Whittle some bones out of dice out of bones.
We may not have the books, but any rules we don't remember, we'll just make up.
Yeah.
They're very similar to the improv faction.
Speaking of improv, we are each playing faction. Why don't you tell us about yours, Steven?
Sure. I'm the Neo Genesis Church. I'm obviously the One True Church. And I'm good at healing. My leader can spend a worker to restore health to a target unit.
Yep. And I'm the Machina Sapiens. I'm robots. My theme is robots.
You're robots. I think of the 10 factions, I think you're the one that's not people.
Yes, that's correct. You might notice, the canny viewer might have noticed that we have these two-sided tokens. These are our workers, which can either be on the talent side, which is someone who knows what they're doing, and the drone side, which is, in my case, a robot, a very dumb robot. So I can use the talent side to look at target player's hand, or use a drone side to look at one card on the table that another player is committed to the table. So I just know everything that's happening. I know all of your plans before you know them, because, again, I'm robots.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. What do you got?
I am playing as the Undercity Brotherhood, and so we kind of live in the underworld, and my cards are going to have to do with all of the underworldy things you might expect, like underworld markets. I have a card literally called Pleasure Dome. And I have a headcanon for what my talents and drones represent, but it might get me demonetized.
I respect that.
And so we're trying to score 10 of these echoes, which represent sort of the secrets and the relics of humanity's past and this crashed ship and stuff. I think everyone just has kind of their own motivations for why they want them, but they're going to fight for them.
Yep.
And so are we.
Yeah.
Right after, I suggest that you like this video so that I'm being a good YouTuber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even
what else should I do? Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this game, again, thank you again, Ixion Gameworks, for providing us with this prototype. I want to point out the version we're playing is subject to change. Both the art and the card balance and stuff is not quite finished. I did get the pleasure of meeting Damon, the designer, who has been working on this for years and years, and it is, from my point of view, in pretty damn good shape as it is, as far as aesthetically and design-wise.
Yeah, the art's great.
We'll see, though, if I win. If I don't, there's some balance
It's
changes that might be necessary.
Exactly. That'll
I
be
can't
how
help but
we...
notice that Brandon's faction is overpowered. And my faction is underpowered. So if I win, it's really impressive. And if Brandon wins, it's, well, disappointing.
That's why you were all disappointed at the end of the practice game?
Yeah,
Is because it's just fundamentally disappointing.
I just don't like when we reward over-tuned decks. I don't like that.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see if I can win again with my apparently overtuned deck.
Yeah, I love it.
But we won't see right away because Steven, you're going first.
All right.
We've all drawn our 8-card hands, had the opportunity to mulligan, and then we all start with a few drone citizens, depending on player order. So you started with the fewest.
Yep.
And why don't you go ahead?
All right. So in the growth phase, I get 2 talents because I am very special.
Worth pointing out, all of our citadels or home bases are exactly the same. They've got a little
Yeah.
reminder key on it, and we all get 2 talents, 2 gold workers.
Exactly.
At the start of every turn.
Yep. From the creche.
The crash. The baby pile. Everyone reach into the baby pile, grab 2 babies.
2 talented babies.
2 talented babies, the good ones.
Yeah.
Those babies get a little stale. Toss it back.
I think we can find drone. I'll make it a nurse.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Already having analysis paralysis over there?
Yeah, well, I can't just... last game I had like tons of currency, so I was able to like do a bunch of stuff right at the beginning. But that seems like I'm not just going to have that for free every game.
I guess not.
So-
And so you played a card in the Forge.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
just kind of narrating what you're doing for the benefit of the video a little bit more. You've played a card in the Forge. It could be an Echo, it could be a unit or something, and you've put a talent on it that is going to, over time, move up this track, and then you can kind of finish forging the card and put it on the table when it gets to wherever the other side of the card says it needs to be.
All right, and I am forging another one.
That feels like something that should be attacked.
That would not be very nice. And yeah, I can't do much more than that.
That's good.
So, yeah, nothing to do with that drone. It's very sad. So yeah, then we move to combat phase. I have no units yet. Move phase, again, I don't have any units left. And then draw phase, which I draw up to 8.
Fill up your hand to 8. Okay, Christian, you grow.
Easy peasy. Growth, I draw 2 talents. Let's see. Upkeep, I've got nothing to upkeep, so I'm just going to start forging. Forge
do.
1 for 1 talent. Note that you must place a talent onto a card when you forge it, not a drone. So
Yes.
there's sort of a slow beginning as we're all building up talents and getting our engines kind of up and running.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing where, for the most part, well, you eventually spend these citizens when you put them on units where they act as hit points, and then they can die. But otherwise, you're actually amassing like a population.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of it's not a civ builder, but it
it's
has
something
this
to
growing
it.
population, and the flavor of it in a way as you build facilities that they work in and
Yep.
things are a little bit along those lines.
So I've done my forging. I've got no units to combat or move or draw. It's worth noting you can sort of overcharge your forging. You can forge faster by spending more talents. I'm not doing that. We're in the early game.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to draw.
Why would you?
And pass it on to Brandon.
All right, my favorite player. I am going to do something pretty similar to what you two did, I think. Take 2 talents, and I am going to forge this card, putting a talent on its first step, and this card, putting a talent there too. I'm tempted to, yeah, why not? Because I will, that is not showing very well on camera, so maybe I'll put my forge like here, yeah. Why not fuck up all your plans first turn of the game?
Love it.
Right? So I'll just go ahead and before we move on to Steven's turn, I will play, oops, I guess, sorry, that drone, I should not be playing in the middle. I'm going to play Breeding Licenses. It's a reflex. This says all players skip their growth phases until your next upkeep. So all 3 of us, myself included, will not get
Yeah,
talents.
there's a lot of these event cards that kind of last until the start of your next upkeep.
At least in these decks.
Yeah, I'd be
I
curious.
I played one
I say
other
a
game
lot.
once before, and I did not see as many of them. So.
Yeah, I guess I should say, when I say a lot, I mean, we've seen 2.
Right.
They were very interesting.
Yeah. The breeding license, so the drone I put there will actually return to me on my next turn when that gets discarded from play. So I'm just loaning that drone out to breeding, to checking IDs.
Gross but fair.
Checking IDs from of the people who want to breed. And that's it. So combat move, nothing happens in those phases. I will just draw 3 cards, fill my hand back up to 8. And Steven, your turn.
All right, so growth we skip.
Mm-hmm.
Upkeep, these both get one. Forge phase. Forge phase. Gonna check which one is which. I have Forge and Echo.
1 point on the board.
So this goes back here.
You keep it as a talent when it was an echo.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. So I can do something.
If you forged anything else but an echo, it would return as a drone.
Okay.
So yeah, that worked out well for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then I will. You can convert this to a drone to fast advance, and this guy will go out.
What is it?
He is a 2 attack, 1 armor, 3 cost. Jet Leap Seraphim.
Yeah, there we go. I meant like the name of the card.
I like that you have multiple flying units.
So he is airborne, so it can be moved to any position when forged or moved. I don't know that I'm going to forge anything this turn, so I might as well have him protect my leader, which means protecting my hand. And
then those pips at the bottom are the number of hit points you may put on it by putting your drones out there.
yeah.
The only way you really lose drones is by taking damage from hit points, right? Pretty much every
Yeah, so now that those are hit points on a unit, when that unit goes to war, those drones will die and will return the tokens to the supply of the creche.
Totally.
That's the only inherent in the mechanics way
seems.
of losing your population.
Yep.
Although there might be cards that are exceptions to that because it's a card game.
Yeah.
They tend to do that.
And then there's no summoning sickness in this game.
No, you can attack.
My Jet Leap can leap immediately.
Yeah.
So you have 2 forged under
2
construction
yep,
cards.
I do.
I feel like the fact that you played that makes me think you're like trying to make us not get units. So I'm gonna attack your 2 forged cards.
That is why I played Breeding License. Okay, so you'll see later in the video, I'm sure, there would be a whole sequence of units attacking and defending, but since I have no defenders, your Jet Leap Seraphim. Wow.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're like
Just a
angelic.
fancy word for angels.
Yeah, you're angelic people.
Yeah.
Would you prefer we said Rocket Pack Angels?
Yeah, Rocket Pack Angels, I feel like has more of a ring to it.
the flavor text is shot troops. That's just what the church needs from a Neo-Genesis detractor.
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree.
Okay. All right. Well, they jet leap right into my forge, and since I have no defender, you get to look at cards in my forge equal to the total attack you're attacking with, which is 2. So you can take a look at these. They both. Well, just remember they both have a token in the 1 slot.
I'll score that.
Yep.
I will not score this one.
That's a relief.
So does that token come back to you?
The talent does return.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense, because when an echo leaves the table, you get the talent back. Okay, that's fine.
Well, that's a shame.
It was a good play. It was clever.
I tried.
All right.
2 points. Okay, well, we know who to gang up on.
Not
The
me.
nuns.
All right. That is me. End of the turn. I don't draw a single card.
Without talents, that's what happens.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
So growth is skipped because Brandon is rude and disrespectful.
I'm just making sure that there's no unauthorized breeding.
Upkeep, both of my installed cards tick. Do not score either of them. Forge, I have no talents. Combat, I have no units. Move, I have no units. But you know what I am going to do?
What?
I'm going to use my Machina Sapiens ability to put 1 drone out. Just because it'll come back in my next upkeep. So there's really not much reason not to.
Yeah.
To look at your face down card. I just want some info about what's going on.
Oh, okay. You were probably going to see it on my turn, but
Well, I didn't know.
actually, maybe not. But
You could have just asked me also.
you want to just now that everyone knows, you could just tell us what it is.
No.
Like, no.
The reader is an audience in our tournament. They don't know. They'll
All
find
right,
out.
all right.
Viewer, I guess. not reader.
Viewer will see someday what this card
Get
is.
ready.
If I ever decide
one
to forge
turn.
it.
That's my turn. Brandon, you're up.
Okay, I skip my own
phase.
no breeding allowed in the Undercity either. But then the reflex is discard from play and the drone returns. And, actually, I'm going to back up slightly and just play, at the end of your turn, since I can play reflexes out of turn, I'm going to play this Creche Harvest. It's 1 cost, so I put 1 drone out there too, and it just says place 2 drones on this card from the Creche.
Oh, so
Little-
then when it goes away.
Little bodies in the drone pens, faces pressed tight against the glass.
Oh, they sound happy.
Yeah, totally. The drone pens. Yep.
Listen, if you called it the daycare, everyone would be like, oh, that's cute.
Sure.
It's all about words.
Yeah,
It's all about word
branding.
choices.
So we got to work on our branding over
Yes.
here. The breeding licenses, the drone pens. No one's a big fan. Okay, then in my upkeep, after that slight retcon, these will all return. So I have a million drones and nothing to do with them, but that's fine. I have them. Okay, in the upkeep, I'm also advancing this a tick, and then we're to my forge phase. I just don't really see the. You all know what this is, but it doesn't really serve a purpose.
Not
So
yet.
I might keep it safe
Yeah.
in my forge
I
for
think
now. Yeah.
It is interesting that stuff in your forge that is not an echo is the safest place it can be.
Right.
Like that's, I guess, or in your deck. But second to that, it is
Yeah,
the
so
safest
there
place
is,
it can be. There's a bit of a, might as well.
As far as we can tell from the cards we've seen, there's no like special trash effects.
Yep.
There is the ability to trash 1 card from hand if you don't score any echoes. But
And
Yes, when you attack someone's hand and don't get an echo, you make them discard one of the cards you saw. That's the only like equivalent of
and the
net
attacker
runners
chooses,
yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay, I just have this 1 talent, so I'm gonna get forging one
I think
more
you have at
thing.
least 2 talents.
Thank you.
ventriloquism, pole vaulting.
I am multi-talented, yes. I'm just debating whether I want to, like, draw and discard. No. So my leader, my Undercity Brotherhood card, I can put drones there to let any player draw a card from their scrap or a random card from their, or a card from their deck or a random one from their scrap pile, and then discard a card in their hand. So if anyone of you ever want to like negotiate,
That's true. Yeah, that's a
can
good
give you
point.
some card draws.
Yep.
Let me know. I think that's my turn though.
Great. Draw.
Steven.
Did you do?
Oh,
your
I need to draw 2.
growth?
Hey!
Growth is back on the table.
Yes.
We're allowed to breed
All
again.
right.
Yes.
Unlicensed
Breeding
breeding.
time.
Is it unlicensed or did I just issue everyone a license?
Yeah, I think you just were like, okay, thanks guys for waiting.
Right.
Here's your long-awaited licenses.
Okay. Yeah.
Like we've
We
been in
didn't-
line at the sex.
we didn't-
You said you watched Silo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another.
that's true,
That's breeding licenses are a pivotal plot point in that show.
Yeah, you're totally right.
So I am going to.
Man, that no growth was rude. It was
Yeah.
nasty.
I'm glad that it set one of you back because
Set me way
Steven
back.
did okay through it.
Yeah, I mean it still hurt, but
and it set myself back too.
all right. So I am
Holy
in the forge phase.
Yep.
I'm going to do that. Then I am also. Do I want to forge something else, or do I? Yeah, I probably should.
I wouldn't.
I will also. Do this.
Using all that talent. Okay.
Yep. So I'm not going to heal this turn. And Brandon,
Yes.
I will pick Christian to attack instead of you if you use that on me.
Oh wow! I shouldn't have pointed out that.
Yeah.
Because suddenly negotiating has become blackmail or extortion. At
Well, you
least.
call blackmail. The Neo-Genesis Church calls a tithe a simple tax to the nuns.
All right, I'll pay my tithe.
All right.
You may draw 1 card and then discard 1 of your choice.
Okay. Draw a random card in their strap or wait, a random card in my deck. So can I like pick? The
I mean,
Statistically, it shouldn't matter.
I've not seen any effects that like stack the deck or anything. So for now, I think you can just draw the top card. But the way this is worded, draw a random card in your deck.
If you'd like to draw from the middle, I guess it does. Yeah, right.
It does make it sound like if you had put a card on top of your deck or
could
something,
pick it back
you
up.
would randomly pick.
But
yeah.
right now, that deck is random, so
That's such a weird.
it's an odd.
I've never seen draw a random card from the deck.
The intent of this card, and that is, when it comes to, this is a prototype subject to change. We've seen 1 or 2 templating tweaks that we would make for clarity.
Yeah.
Maybe what this actually means is draw a random card from your scrap or draw a card from your deck.
That's what I would
That's
guess.
probably
Yes.
the cleanest
Yes.
Probably.
way to handle this. Because otherwise, if like the top 3 cards of your deck were known, for example, like if you got to look at them,
Yeah.
then you have to randomly take a card from your deck,
And as
but
new-
not shuffle
right.
it because that's on
And
top.
as,
It would be a weird
as
situation.
new players, I think we often kind of run up against these, like, we don't know if there's card stacking abilities, right? Like, if I knew
Right.
for a fact the deck was inviolable and random, then it wouldn't matter. I would
Yeah,
just
it can
draw.
help you interpret rules if you,
Yes.
when you apply some sense that right now we lack all the information.
But there
to
are
apply.
10 factions with 10 unique decks,
Yep.
right? So I don't know. I don't know what's in there.
And that's 300 unique cards because
Yeah.
every faction, not only are they all singleton decks other than the Echoes, but there's no overlap between factions. So there's a lot going on here.
Where are you
You
attacking?
discarded that Seraphim Choir that in our practice game I stole from you. From
Yeah,
your
so
discard pile.
in our practice game, Brandon played a card that was able to play my unit out of my discard, and he picked this one, which is very expensive, six cost.
Yeah,
card.
and that worked out great for me. I won our practice game, and
Yeah.
now you're putting it there in the discard pile again.
I'm just
I
a good
can't,
friend.
Can't
I'm
help
just a
but
good
notice. All right.
All right, in the combat phase, I will, true to my word, attack your hand.
Appreciate that.
Just shuffled.
So it's two.
So because there's no defenders, the amount of cards that you get to look at is the combined attack of what you attacked with.
Okay.
And that's 2 here. Yeah.
Okay. There's
And
no
you
like
don't-
plus
don't let
one for
Brandon see.
undefended. Yeah.
No. The plus is it's attack instead of the quantity of attackers.
All right,
Yeah.
I got an echo.
Okay, we gotta.
Don't worry about it.
What
we
do
gotta
I
stop
gotta do?
this.
You're the one making deals with the man.
It's because he would have got. Who
You
knows
make
how
a
many
deal with
echoes? Who
them.
knows how many echoes he would have gotten if he attacked me? Could have been 2.
Okay. And now in the move phase, I can move. I can jet leap around if I would like.
Sure, and they're airborne, so if you had more units, they could move literally anywhere in the ranks.
So sure, I will hop over to protect these 2 echoes.
Interesting.
And because there's no echoes in my hand. And
No, of course not.
Then I draw up to 6.
Great. To 8.
I
Yeah,
mean,
to
up to
8.
8. I
Yeah.
had 6. That's what I meant.
I get a growth phase, finally!
Enjoy.
Yay! And then I get an upkeep phase. This drone comes back to my citadel. It has done his job for the day. My forge phase is when you build things, right? Like
Yep.
the completed ones.
Yes.
So these both tick up during upkeep.
Uh-huh.
And then let me see. Yes. I get a Nautilus, which is a shield unit. Adjacent units gain +1 armor, adjacent meaning above or below in the column.
Right.
And it's a 2/1, which is pretty cool. And what I really wanted.
How many? I guess
So,
you can
so
only put
he can finish forging. You can do all the things in forge phase. You can do it in any order, including you can like put that out, forge something else, come back and add the hit points to it. As long as you don't pass the phase,
Yep.
then
But I am going to put 1 hit point on it, and then I'm going to put 2 hit points on the Snatchers.
yeah. Tell us more about the snatchers.
The Snatchers are a 2/1. I may remove a drone from a target citadel and add it to my citadel during
Oh, God.
upkeep. I snatch your drones.
Every upkeep you snatch, you can snatch a drone.
Yeah. And
Oh,
it's
damn.
got +1 armor because of that Nautilus.
I hate that.
I hate that.
Yeah. And then...
Well, I could just like draw and discard 5 cards to hide all my drones over on my
I'm
leader.
forging this card.
You just played 4 attack worth of stuff.
Well, that's because of
That's-
the growth stuff. I was just
yeah.
sitting on them for
That's
a while.
terrifying.
Yeah. And I'm forging this one. That's it for me. I draw 2, 3, 4, 5. I draw
You're not
3 more.
gonna. You're not going to do combat.
Oh, I guess I should, huh?
Yeah, but you don't.
I don't have
You
to.
don't have to.
So-
But I should.
but you should attack the leader.
yeah, obviously.
yeah.
Question.
I'm
okay.
attacking your hand.
So you were explaining about the rules for
Thank you.
reflexes that they can be played at the beginning or end of any phase.
Right.
Was there any special rule with combat?
And during combat.
Yes,
as well.
and during combat, just
Okay,
like
anytime
freely
during
during combat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And so his whole line runs a train on me.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're attacking.
Oh, I decide. So
you're
during
attacking
combat,
with,
I'm
with your
attacking
leader
with-
row, right? Since it's the only one with units,
And I'm attacking
which
both of
his
them
lanes.
against your leader,
Okay.
which is undefended.
Okay, so yes, you can play reflexes, or if your leader ability was relevant here or something, you could use it right now also. And
Alright.
then
You have the first window for a reflex.
Hit it.
I'm gonna pass priority.
I'm passing priority. What do you got?
Alright. So Nautilus is deserting. Remove 1 health from target unit and place it on its controller citadel.
Oh, goodbye, Nautilus.
It only had the one.
Yeah.
Brutal.
That's a bummer.
Yeah,
That's fine.
we'll put it in a scrap. Maybe I'll take it.
However, the snatchers still get through.
The snatchers still get through.
So I access 2 cards.
You're going to see 2 cards from his hand.
That's fine. I only have 6 echoes, so you're going to win.
I'm going to just keep accessing 2 5 times. The echoes start breeding.
Is that right? You got an echo.
Right.
If the other card is not an echo, you can look at it, but it
I
goes
just
back
want
to
know
it.
what it does.
Yeah. Okay. That was your combat. Would you like to move your unit?
I'll leave it as is.
Okay, and then you just draw.
And I draw.
Okay. I also get my first growth in a while, but I don't have anyone to blame for that. And upkeep. I will return the drone from my leader and advance each of my forge cards a tick. And let me remind myself what they are. Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Keep hitting that man.
I think I will forge some things. Like, I'm going to forge this card, put a talent on its 1 slot, and also this card, put a talent on its 1 slot. And then I'm going to complete forging these Dustmen. They are, and I'll put them over in my forge lane. 2 attack, 0 shield, up to 5 hit points, which I'll deploy in a second. During your upkeep, flip a talent on the Citadel or Scrap Dustmen, which is right after growth. Yeah, so they have an extra cost to keep them going. But they gain 1 drone from my Citadel during my growth phase, so they also increase in hit points.
Nice.
I'm going to go ahead and put... I don't have much reason to max them out, I don't think. I am going to put... I'll just put 4 hit points out of the possible 5 on them, I think. And that's it for my forge phase. So going to combat, I'm going to attack... Steven's down to 6 cards in his hand.
Yeah, but trashing his cards is also good.
That's true.
Well, because I'll get upkeep before forge, so...
No. I mean, trashing cards from your hand. If he doesn't get any echoes.
Sure. But I mean, I will draw up to 8.
No,
that's
that's
the
a
draw
phase.
phase.
So
Yeah,
you would be
yeah.
deprived of
I'm
options
used
on
to,
your
like,
turn,
normally
yeah.
drawing is in
Yeah.
upkeep in
Yeah.
this game.
Not the,
Also, trashing cards from your hand increases the density of echoes in your hand.
that's true.
But I think you have an echo on the table.
Okay.
So I think I attack with my Dustmen to your Citadel. And so these are actually made to line up with each other. So this will, and by the way, it's combat. You can interrupt anytime if you have any reflexes. I don't currently have anything I'm throwing in.
I don't either.
So the Dustman will do 2 damage minus your 1 shield, do 1 and take 1 drone off your jet leaps.
Yep.
And yours will do 2 to my Dustman. They have no shield, so they will lose 2.
Ooh. Okay.
But then they go by, they get in. Since you have a defender, instead of using their attack, I just look at as many cards as I have units. So I'm going to look at 1.
Pick
And
good.
now I just have to read your mind about which of those 2 cards you played last time is the Echo. Or is it both? It might be both.
It's both.
It's probably both.
It's both.
Yeah. It's going to be the second one. Totally an Echo. You can take your talent back.
100% both.
It might be both. I'm now realizing, since I think stealing an Echo is scoring it, if I had actually deployed the units that I have here that triggers on that, that would have been better. But
there does not appear to be any verb distinction between steal and score because this isn't
yeah.
Netrunner.
Right.
We're all just like
yeah,
put it in the Netrunner shape box.
because we've all played some Netrunner, we try to apply some of that
saying
to it.
Click.
Yeah,
Was this saying advance?
Yeah, and it can be a. I mean, Steven's been playing Arkham Horror the card game for 7 years and still says click for those actions.
Yeah, because it's a great word.
So you may be striving to drop that habit. I'm sure he's not.
Yes.
Okay. My unit comes home. That was my combat phase. I can move. I will move my Dustmen over in front of my leader/hand. And then I will draw 2 cards to be up to 6.
8.
Stevens, that update, we just Steven just did the same thing.
Yeah,
I had 6 and I was wrong too, and
I'm just correcting you for the viewers.
Thank you.
Who otherwise think you're innumerate.
You just saved us YouTube comments.
Yes,
so,
I did. Yes.
Then again, YouTube comments boost you in the algorithm, so
That's
actually
true.
you
Maybe
should
we
probably
should make more
stop avoiding
Okay,
YouTube
you
comments.
got it.
Yeah.
I will
Thanks.
not correct you ever.
Steven, it's your.
And so you put out this card.
I put out both of these
Both
cards
of them.
this turn.
Okay,
yeah,
cool, cool.
They're starting to move them to be
All
better
right.
in the
Technically,
camera
if
shots.
they're
There we
at
go.
one tick, one forge clock, they must have come out this turn.
Oh, that's true.
The forge clock
Yeah,
will
yeah.
always give you info about.
Yep.
Correct.
All right. Growth phase. I get my 2 new babies.
Congrats on
Dog
that.
Very
Church.
talented babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your desertion.
You've indoctrinated
process.
too.
And yes, my desertion. I get the drone back. So I would like to.
Oh, interesting. And that's where your leader ability starts popping if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your leader ability again?
So
Steve?
I
You haven't
can
used it this game.
I haven't had like a million workers this time, but basically I can use this to then heal like that, and then I'll get this back at the beginning.
Oh
of
yeah,
next
yeah.
turn.
So you have to put talents on.
Yeah.
On
And
the
you can-
church
and you
card,
can
but then you can
use
heal
multiple talents
yeah.
too. He could put
Yep.
all 3 talents on to heal all 3 hit points.
But-
should he so desire.
Yeah, we hadn't talked about that, but all of your leader and facilities all have this like you can use it as many times as you want simultaneously, and then the cooldown is that long,
Yep.
kind of. It's clever. This game has a lot
And then
of
this sticks up.
time.
Is
in
that
it.
another echo?
I don't think it is, sadly. Oh,
funny.
but it is fun. It's very fun. Okay.
But it's but you're not finishing forging it now.
Let's see what I have available. So I'm going to.
I didn't make a point to learn the lingo. Are you forging a card when you put it in your forge? When you complete
When you put it in your forge, oh yeah, I don't know.
So I'm forging another.
Both.
I've been kind of using the word forge for both, and I feel like
Does-
maybe the game has
Yeah.
lingo for one of
Yeah.
those that's different.
What was I supposed to do in upkeep? Is upkeep just where I move stuff
Yes.
off?
Uh-huh.
And I need to, okay.
And you
discard
discarded
your
your
desertion.
yeah. Okay. Cool. So
Upkeep's
I don't-
also when you advance your cards in the forge, but you did that too.
Yep,
So
so
you're good.
oh, it's an upkeep. Okay. So now I did upkeep, forge. I might want to forge one more. Probably do.
Yeah,
Um,
I recommend it.
I'm going to forge this one. Yeah, let's forge
What a weird card.
this one. And I'll use my last one to heal my jet leap.
Sure.
And yeah, then I can attack.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 2 new forge things. You have 2 new forge things. Both of you, I could look at both.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And neither of us is defending our forges.
Yep. So, I could also attack here. So how does this work? So you may remove a drone from target citadel during your upkeep and add it to your citadel.
Oh yeah, he's gonna snatch if that survives to his turn.
Yes.
That's really rude. So if I attack it, he has to defend with it, right?
Yes.
But that said,
But
I have an armor.
it has an
and
armor,
you do
so-
2 damage. So
Yeah.
I would only lose 1 hit
Oh,
point.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to.
But it's still a hit point.
Um.
Unlike Magic, hit points are consistent over the game. They never reset unless you play a
Right.
card that resets
Yeah.
them.
All right. I'm going to attack your forge and
Why?
see the 2 new cards you forged.
It's not cool, man.
There better not be echoes. If you just
Okay,
give this
yes.
man echoes, I'm going to be so
So
pissed.
your 2 gets through. You see 2 cards. You want to see these 2?
Yep.
All right. Enjoy. They both have their token on the 1.
All right. Ooh, don't do this one. I don't like this one. It's not allowed. Oh, but I do get it.
Yeah, you got an echo. All right. So I will get that talent. Return this one here.
All right. And that was my combat phase.
Mm-hmm.
Now move phase. I could move over here if I wanted.
If you wanted.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll jet leap.
Interesting.
And then in draw phase, I get to draw up to 4. So that's exciting. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
I mean, draw up to 8.
Why can we not get that right?
No idea.
Me neither.
So wait, so I guess I could do this during my growth phase.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to look at one card in his forge.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look
okay.
at this one.
Report back on it.
I will. Okay. I just look at it. I don't get to steal it, even
Right.
if it is an echo. I just know what it is now.
Is it an echo?
I'm not saying. Oh wait, actually, well, I should say for future reference, I could do that twice, but it is a single action to do it twice. So like I could use 2 drones to do it twice.
And then it's like a 2-turn cooldown on
Exactly.
using it. Yeah.
But that drone immediately comes back during upkeep. During upkeep, I'm going to use my snatcher to take a drone from Steven.
Good call.
I advance both of these guys. Tick-tock.
Steven is public enemy number 1 here.
I forgot my growth phase. I also get 2 talents. That's exciting.
Just trying to save all your souls.
So generous of you.
It's a little wacky, but I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to... Well... Forge this for a talent here. I will steal Brandon's layout where we're doing it in row by row.
Kind of in rows.
Yep. I'm gonna forge this with a talent. Went upside down. And then that's it for my forging. I am going to combat your home, your leader, with my snatcher.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I'm going to pop a reflex.
What?
Which is They of the Machine. Synthetic and mech units, of which this is 1, gain 1 attack and 1 armor.
Wow. Okay, so that's a 3 attack, 2 armor.
Yep.
Which seems like just enough to take out the jet
Without taking any damage.
burrs without taking anything back. You hate to see that.
I mean, I could do something about it if you hadn't stolen my drone.
That's
Oh,
why I did
wow.
it.
Nice play.
I was pretty sure that there's no 0 reflexes that are actually useful.
That's brutal.
Yeah. So I do 3 damage, getting past your 1 armor, dealing 2 hit points to your jet leap. He dies.
Yeah.
I soak your 2 damage with my 2 armor. Thank you. He advances in 3 attacks, so I access 3 cards.
Look at 3 cards from Steven's hand. Yeah.
I hit it.
And note, They of the Machine, my reflex I played, is still out until the start of my next turn. So this guy will still have +1/+1.
Correct.
Doot. Doot. Doot.
How many echoes do you get? 3?
None.
Wow.
But I am going to trash
These are my 3 echoes.
this.
I'll go get them then. Well, I'm guessing that the one.
Yeah, I maybe should have played this at the start before you stole it.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because you kind of knew it was coming.
Holy
right?
day! Yeah, you play that in our practice game. It
Prevents wars.
battle for a
Yeah.
whole round around
Yeah.
the table. That was pretty frustrating.
Okay, so that's
take your
combat
unit back.
returns. Yep. Come back, little snatcher. You did your job. Move. I'm going to leave him where he is. Draw. I get to draw. Great. I draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Brandon, you're up.
Okay, I will get 2 talents in growth. And then in upkeep, so I can advance both of my cards in the forge, my dustmen say during your upkeep, flip a talent on the citadel or scrap dustmen. So I gotta decide,
Oh, that's fun.
am I keeping them? And I guess... Oh, also, the unit gains... the order on this is annoying. Also, I wish that these were printed in the opposite order, since you tend to read it. But during the growth phase, which came first, this takes a drone from my citadel, which has pros and cons, right? As it gains a hit point, but I lose a drone. But sure, I'll flip a talent and keep this, because there's some wide open places to attack. So I want to keep them around for now. So I have 2 talents left. I mean, that seems like I could get this card played that everyone knows I'm capable of this.
Do it.
Seems fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, or do I want to get more things forging and let time
Let time do the work for you?
Yeah, have
It is,
more.
yeah, I'll say that I think this game's doing a pretty good job after I practice on this one of paying off the time is the currency. Like, it really does feel like that.
Yeah.
I played games that try to do it and don't do a very good job. Or like, this feels very worker
think-
placement-y. This feels different from
I
that.
think I want to use my talents to forge cards. So I'm going to forge this and this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in my forge phase, I suppose I will go ahead and complete my Husk Harvesters. These have 0 attack, 1 shield, and say each time you score an echo, you may add 1 progress to a card in your forge. And I am going to put them behind the Dustmen.
Yeah, I think I
deploy
thought
them.
that was a facility, but it's actually a unit.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And so I need to put some hit points on it. I'll put 2 on it.
By the way, we were discussing earlier there's a leader that has attack and defense on it, and now this makes perfect sense to me. The leader is your last bastion. I assume they can't die, but they can damage attackers coming in.
Yeah, one of the leaders we're not playing with this game
Yeah.
has attack and defense printed
now
on
it makes
so
sense to me.
It
It's
does
just-
make sense they're like the last defender.
Exactly, and they can't die, but
yeah.
they can kill the first. And also, you're like naturally defending your your hand from the beginning. which is
Right,
fun.
right.
Had to stop myself from saying HQ 3 times. Hand.
Okay, so because you looked at Steven's forge card
looked
and
at one
didn't
of them.
didn't attack him, I'm going to assume that one's not an echo. The question is, do I go for that for his other one? Probably, because he's also the leader. He's winning by a lot.
Yeah.
But you're sitting on more potential echoes undefended.
Yeah, he's got 4 echoes right there.
Yeah.
I'd let them advance just
Could
for
be.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of any good reason to like leave an echo here longer than you have to as a bluff.
If you're planning to like score that one, right? Like if you had Husk Harvesters out, you would want to wait to score an echo
Oh, good
until
point.
until it
Yeah,
came of age.
yeah, you might. Yeah, so it's not so much a bluff as it is
Waiting.
timing, and then
Yeah.
it kind of has a bluff effect where
Sure.
once you advance it to 3, people probably
It's
don't
probably
expect it to be an
relatively
echo.
safe, but
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, I will attack with both units at Steven's
Wait,
Citadel.
did you skip your... Or those the 2 ones there are both...
He just-
I just put them
Just
down.
vote.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. And here, let me again. The camera is not framing my forge very well, so this one was at 2. These are at 1.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with both of these units, Steven, to your Citadel.
Okay.
The Husk Harvesters here, because they have 0 attack, they actually only matter if you did defend, and then the quantity of units would matter, which is kind of weird. But so I'm just getting in for 2. So I will go ahead and...
Wait, any reflexes?
No.
Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, you have no.
You have no
drones.
Yeah, this
citizens.
jerk.
Yeah. Okay, so I will... The first card I'll look at is the one no one has looked at. It's not an echo.
Oh.
Yeah. It's scary, though. All right. And then, because you looked at this, I think I'll look at this one, see what else is coming down the pike. I mean, I can say the name of this. It's not going to mean anything to Christian. It's the Neogenesis Chapel.
Yeah. I'm on the New Genesis Church.
Sounds cool. Sounds holy.
What?
Not much we can do about that. Yeah, you definitely seem like
Wait,
you
is
have
this on 2?
It was on 2.
on
Yeah.
you definitely have the slow build.
Yeah, because I feel like we should be ganging up on Steven,
Yeah, we
I'll
should.
just warn you about this. It's a facility that lets him draw the top cards of his deck, but if he draws echoes that way, he just scores them out.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ! How what's the cost?
Talent.
No,
to
how
do
many-
it.
sorry, but how many,
I think it was 4.
4.
Yeah.
That's not,
Which is not that much. Yeah.
the main thing right now is we've drained a lot of his drone and his citizens.
Yeah, he has almost no citizens,
Okay.
and then all these things require talents, not just drones for him, which means he's spread thin trying to do all
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah,
So
but that's still
our
it's still
saving
really
grace.
good.
But anyway, I did not accomplish much other than information with my attack, and then it's move. I'm happy with where my units are and draw, so I will draw up to 8.
Hey,
What?
I
did
said
it.
the right thing. Okay.
Steven, growth.
Right. Growth phase. I get 2 from here. Upkeep phase. I get my guy from my church back, and then my Neogenesis Chapel goes up to 3. My mystery card goes up to 2, and my pseudo mystery card.
I like how each of us know what one of these
Yeah,
is.
yeah. My pseudo mysteries go up to 2. So now it's the forge phase. Let's see. What is this card? Yeah, that's definitely one I want. But can I get it?
Oh man, some of these cards are so powerful.
Juicy.
There's so
Lot of
many
juice in
just
this
really
game.
splashy cards in this game. Yeah.
I like it.
And I can't possibly get all the cards in my hand on the table, but the
you're
the one or
excited.
two that I choose to play
Yeah.
will be exciting. Yeah.
All right. Let's do.
You got a lot of talents. You just power out your chapel and pass the turn.
I could. Let's do.
There's a card in my hand I probably should play 2 turns ago. Gotten it going. It's such a wild econ card.
Yeah. I have like this, at least so far from what I've seen, I have very little econ in my deck. That's just not what my deck is. My deck is lots of plinky units that get stronger the longer they're on the board.
Mine definitely has some econ cards. I just have not played any of them
Robots.
this game.
I don't care about your money.
I have an anti-econ card, this Dustman, that costs an upkeep cost.
Yeah, because you're the junkyard. That makes sense.
I will do that. I guess I will also. Do I want to do one more? Yeah, sure. I will-
For no reason, Christian, while he's thinking, can I look at your scrap pile?
Just one guy.
Oh, it's just one thing?
Just one little guy.
Oh, it's that what was
Nautilus.
it, Neophyte? Nautilus, yeah. Units
I guess,
adjacent to
let's,
this
I'll
game.
do these in rows by the.
Okay.
Yep.
That's probably not worth stealing.
Is-
Enjoy.
It's very situational. I feel like 3 cost for that's kind of yucky. I guess it's good if you get it out. 1 hit point max is tough.
The 1 hit point is tough, yeah.
Uh,
But if you put it second or third in a row and it's granting armor to the front thing, like things might just
then
not
it
like
starts.
survive to kill it.
Exactly,
Yeah, I guess that's the idea.
But it's still, that was a tough one to see. I saw it in my starting hand, and I was like, oh, cool. Then I got it out, and I was like, oh, that's a late game card.
Right.
That. Oh wait. Sorry. Let me.
Oh, here's another reason you might wait to forge a unit, is if you have no drones for hit points.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me not do this one, and instead I'm going to
Taking your sweet
do
time
a
over
fasted.
there.
Yeah. Well, someone killed all my units. Okay, so I'm going to
Don't know anything about that.
fast advance this.
So that comes back as a drone now.
Yeah. Oh, and then I need it. Oh,
You need talents for its hit points.
Yep.
Yikes.
What is it?
This is a white bishops. It's a 1 attack, 2 armor unit.
2 armor is a
And
lot.
it uses. Oh, this is.
Talents is hit points.
Yeah.
And adjacent units gain +1 armor. It's a lot like my Nautilus.
Super defensive, but just the 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack you, and I'm going to take a look at your 2 new.
You only have
It's
one
only
attack.
getting through for 1 damage, yeah.
Yeah. I'll take a look at your one of your 2 new.
Okay. Take a look.
Which one?
We'll do the one that's farther from me.
That is where someone would hide echoes.
Yeah.
Oh, right here.
Whoa.
I take it it's not an echo.
No, but it has like lots of Netrunner lingo on it.
Yes.
I like that one. I saw that one. I was like, ooh. That's
Yeah.
probably why I wanted robots. I was like, I bet there's hacking in this one.
Right, that would make sense. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm not sure how it works actually, but
You'll see.
okay. All right, that was combat, move phase. I'll leave it in front of my leader. Draw phase. I will.
You're trying to tell me you didn't play an echo in your forge?
Oh,
I doubt that.
When a card deals damage, does that bypass armor?
Yes. Armor just
Armor
blocks
is just
damage
for-
in combat,
yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
While you make a plan, I'm going to pick up the rulebook and double check that. But
You said that when you taught it to us, but you might have
I
been
did.
right.
I could have been wrong. I'm just like second guessing it now. Now that there's cameras on us, I want to get it right.
Okay, I'm actually not doing anything. So I'm just drawing up to 6.
8.
8. From 6. Drawing it from 6.
Did you said it again?
So I'm gonna do my usual bullshit of during growth. Well, during growth I gain 2 talents. I'm going to look at one card in your forge.
This one. Armor. It's called. We've been saying shield. It's called armor. It says this is the amount of damage the unit can block from each source before it has to lose health tokens.
Oh.
So actually, I do think that if you're doing 1 damage to something or whatever, that bounces off armor.
1.
Based on this.
That comes back, as does they have the machine during upkeep, and during upkeep I'm a snatch. Snatching one of your drones, son.
Hell yeah!
Yay.
Get that drone out of there.
What?
Taking
You snatched me last time.
You have
really pointed at Brandon.
quadruple my echoes, bro.
Oh my
Yeah, stop whining.
Okay. Upkeep, everything goes doot, doot, doot.
That is the sound your forge makes because it's a robot forge. It's an
Yeah,
electronic.
I was
forge.
really trying to use
What? You did have an echo?
Yeah, he had 50-50.
Yeah. Wow. Well done. So that comes back as a talent. Yep.
It's pretty juicy for me because my economy sucks.
Man, I would like a second echo. I should find one.
I would like a 5th echo.
Do I know anybody with echoes?
Yeah, I was really trying to make a unit to get rid of all my drones, and I forgot that unit doesn't take drones.
Takes talent hit points. Yeah.
It's the other downside.
Yeah, that seems to be what's unique about your faction is they're all about talents.
Yeah.
You have some econ cards that create talents.
Forging this
and then
guy
you need 'em.
for new.
Your forge is real full over there. Mm-hmm. What are you cooking up? It's starting to get scary.
Forging this guy.
Jeez, stop it.
And forging this guy.
Wow.
Doing my thing, man.
Asset spam.
Yep, asset spam. Horizontal. We're going horizontal. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So I'm not moving. I am drawing up to 8.
You're not doing combat?
Oh, I guess I should combat, huh?
You don't have to. No one's
I
making
guess
it.
2 new ones. You already know mine.
I didn't know yours.
He has one new one. You don't know
No,
his.
he does.
I
He
did.
does.
I looked at it. I used my bullshit to look at it.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, okay. I mean, there's really no reason not to. So I will attack your citadel. Attack your citadel with my snatchers. Attack strength 2.
Tell me about that unit.
Actually,
It's
no.
2-1.
You know what? I like this guy. I'm confident those aren't echoes. I'm not doing it because it gives you the opportunity to fuck with me.
It does give me the opportunity to fuck with
I'm
you.
not
I will
doing
say,
I only have 1 drone, but
Most-
I may have a 1 cost
most of my
reflex.
reflexes that can damage stuff don't need them to be attacking.
That's
so.
fair. Well, it's more that I don't want Brandon to get mad at me.
There is that.
Right now,
Yeah.
the snatchers are on
Right
Brandon's
now,
side.
we need to be
Yeah.
united
Yeah,
against
exactly.
the
So I'm
evil,
not
the evil
going in,
church.
and also I'm 99% sure they're not echoes. So now it's your turn, Brandon.
Okay, let's find out if they're echoes. Whoops, I hit a zoomed in view. There we go. Okay, growth phase. So I get 2 talents, and then frustratingly, my dustmen steal a drone because I don't think I want to pay their upkeep. I don't know how to use this card properly because this card is doesn't. I'm
numbers
too
on
tight. I just
A 2/2/0 is really good, but you probably want to let it die. You probably want to run it into
I
something.
can't keep spending talents on
Yeah.
this, so I'm gonna have to scrap it, which is gonna lose all those drones. That hurts.
Yep.
But
I
I
think
think
it's the right
it's
play.
probably the play. Okay, and upkeep. Well, that was part of upkeep.
Oh
but
yeah, I
will
see what
also
you meant
advance
about flipping
these.
the text because it's the opposite of how when the turns
Yes,
actually happen.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. The text is just the second line of text applies before the first line of text. Anyway, where are we at on that? Okay. Sure. I will complete construction on my recycling vats.
Ooh, gross.
Health lost from units I control may be placed on this facility instead of scrapped. So when I lose health, it goes here, and then I will return it to each upkeep gradually to my
That's fine.
citadel. Yeah. What was this one?
That's really
again?
cool.
Okay.
I'm impressed. I feel like I've played games like this where there's sort of a faction theme, and it really just fires on like one mechanic. And I feel like you've got 3 or 4 junkyard mechanics, which are kind of interesting and interacting.
These don't feel like one-dimensional.
Yeah.
And then because I don't think in the average game of this you draw more than half your deck, and because they're singleton, they're also going to play. There's going to be a lot of variety in how
I bet
the
there's
games
some
play
cards
out.
in there that really synergize with Dustman, and you're just not seeing.
And
them.
I'm not seeing them. Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, like at least more econ would synergize with them, so that I didn't feel like they were eating half my talents.
Yes.
So okay. So speaking of talents, I am going to exhaust 1 to accelerate Veer Ex Machina. This is the card I was talking about from our practice game. This is an augment that says search an opponent's scrap for a unit and forge it
I wonder
no
which
cost
one you're going to take.
into the back of one of your lanes. Attach this to it. And if this augment is ever removed, I do scrap the attached unit. So I think I'm going to take the same thing I took in our practice game because it's really good. This Seraphim Choir, which would have been a 6-cost forge, and I just got it, as part of a 4, so not free, but...
Yep, still.
This is a 1 with 0 armor and 1 attack, 0 armor. It has squad. It gets +1 attack for each health on it. So I can put up to 3 drones on it as health, and I will.
Nice.
Making it 4 attack. It's also airborne. It can move to any position when forged or moved.
That's pretty good.
And which I guess is right now. So I think I do want to move it to just be kind of protecting these harvesters.
Yep.
And still in my forge phase, I should forge something else, right?
Probably.
There's cool stuff in my hand that should be not in my hand, should be on the table. So I will forge one new thing there. Okay, moving to combat. I have this fancy 4-attack choir that you have a lot of face down new forged cards over there, Christian.
I do.
Pretty tempting.
Or
if,
Wedding.
if I attack Steven's hand, this 4-attack can blow through his bishops.
Yep.
It'll take a damage in return, but then get through, and they would lose a health, so have 3? Get to see 3 cards?
So
that seems pretty good.
I will say, for fairness' sake, right? You should probably wait a beat before you announce your plan, because Steven does have all sorts of healing bullshit, too. And that might change the math, right?
Yeah,
if he has
that's
any
true.
reflexes that affect the number of hit points on the white
and
bishops.
his leader ability can heal, but he doesn't have talents to do
for
it,
it,
so
so
that's a relief.
So just don't blast in there without giving him a chance.
He's also got cards in the forge that are progressed several times,
well,
and so do you. I feel like we're gonna gang up on Steven until all of a sudden you are the threat.
I've got 2 points.
I will say, I don't think you can kill the white bishops, so that might be a reason to...
Really?
You don't think I can kill the white bishops? You have a reflex. You have
I'm
one
like
drone?
90% sure that you can't kill them.
Well, that sounds like a challenge. Are you going to let
Does
the
seem
man
like
talk
a
to you like that?
challenge. Are you just bullshitting me, trying to talk me out of attacking you? Is the question. You have 1. You have 1.
It's not...
like your, Christian, your reflex that gave a unit +1/+1, that costs more than 1 drone, right?
It's not a stat boost.
That one costs 2
It's
drones.
like some miracle shit. The one true God can bless this unit to not die.
That sounds fake. As a robot, that sounds fake.
It does sound fake. I was gonna try to extort you. I was gonna say, you heal one of my units, I won't attack you, but you don't have any talents to do it with.
I do not.
You know, I want you to have to do it. I'm going to attack. I'm going to only send the choir.
Okay.
Not the harvesters.
Okay.
So they're attacking you with 4. So here, I'll move it over here. I'll just leave the augment behind. So it's 4 attack versus your 2 armor, and you'll be doing 1 damage back.
Okay.
Call for reflexes.
Yeah. Any reflexes?
Yeah. Wait. Not yet.
Okay.
Not the moment yet.
Okay.
So they're going to deal damage to each other.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, then.
Split, split.
Here they go. White Bishops loses its only hit point and will be scrapped. Seraphim Choir loses a hit point from 1 versus 0 armor, and that's going to go on my recycling bins.
Luckily for you, God is on my side.
Oh.
Because there's a miraculous escape. Target a unit in a battle that would be scrapped. At the end of the battle phase, return it to the back of its lane with 1 health. Oh, it's at the end of the battle phase, though, so I think...
So he still accesses...
So I still get through undefended.
Yes.
So you get 3 cards, because your strength has been reduced.
Yes, so I am attacking your hand for 3, so give me those sweet
echoes
echoes
in here. So.
And for each echo I score, I'm going to accelerate a card in my forge.
Ooh,
so I'm hoping for all 3 here.
Yeah.
He's shuffling, that means he must have some echoes.
don't want you to trash my best card.
3
wow.
echoes.
Holy shit!
That went well.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I hate to have risen to his level on the scoreboard.
Yeah, stop. No.
I'll take my unit back.
So, miraculous escape. White bishops come back with 1 hit point.
Husk Harvesters is going to advance cards in my forge 3 times.
Oh my god.
So let me look
That's
at
pretty good.
these. Yeah, I'm going to put 1 there and 2 here. And then that was combat. For move, I'm fine. I don't need to move anything. So I will draw 1 card and end my turn.
You're up, Steven.
All right.
Ooh, that went well. That was
pretty
a big
juicy.
swing. I liked it.
Upkeep phase, I get this back. And forge phase. Let's. Also upkeep phase. Boink, boink, boink.
So his doot and yours boink.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's good to know.
All right.
These recycling vats are my first econ card this game, and
That's a really good
I don't
econ
like more.
card, though.
I mean, it's fine. It's a trickle of citizens.
Sure,
right?
but I like that it's like a double swing, right? It's not just that you're gaining citizens; it's that you are recovering ones that would be lost forever.
Sure. Yeah.
What is this? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll definitely score this. Or not score, but do
Build.
this bullshit.
What is it?
So this is the Neo Genesis Chapel. It's a facility. So that goes here.
Yeah, we're getting a little tight on the way we have the
Maybe
table laid
behind
out
it.
here,
Yeah,
but,
okay,
but yeah,
well-
usually to the left of your leader or behind it is fine.
So I can spend a talent to draw a card from my deck. If it is an echo, score it. If not, discard it.
Oh, so I misremembered it then from what I read. I thought if it wasn't an echo, it still went in your hand.
Yeah.
So it's just a chance of scoring an echo. It is not card
Still
draw.
really good.
Yeah.
Still really good.
And then what is this?
3 points.
Forgotten. Okay.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that if you just ever find yourself with like 10 talents, just because
just
you've
bingo.
played other econ cards or whatever, you could just like, I win. I got score 4 echoes from the
Yeah,
top of
yeah.
my deck.
All right. I'm going to.
It's a miracle.
Spend turn a talent into a drone to fast advance this.
Okay.
I'm going to. I guess I should do. I actually need more drones. So
You have so many drones.
I only have 3.
You're gonna get another one snatched too.
Nope. I'm trying to spend them all.
Are we gonna have no one's gonna have any drones going into a Christian's turn? That is a good way to play around the snatchers.
Yeah.
is
Hey,
just
man.
never
All
have
I want
drones.
is for you to not have drones. Me gaining the drone is kind of good. You losing the drone is very good.
Fair, yeah.
So I'm going to play this unit. It's a Crushling. Oh wait. Uh-oh. This thing requires.
What?
Oh, so you're not going to score it yet?
That doesn't work.
You're not high enough on its.
No.
construction
it
yet?
Another
needs
talent hit
talents.
points. I keep on.
Oh, talent hit points. Yeah, that's rough.
This is rough.
Not me.
How
My guys are dumb.
do you do-
Dumb as shit.
This is tough. Okay, so I'm going
That
to.
was such a big swing. When I got 3 echoes and 3 advances,
That's
I am
a
like,
huge swing.
if I win this game, which we're far from the end of this
Yeah,
game, but
that's
if I
what
win
it
this game, I will look back on that moment as being
Yeah.
like, that was
Cool moment.
That was the swing. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. And the way that attacks work, if I attack you here, I do my attack damage to the Seraphim Choir, and I don't do it.
You,
The attackers only deal damage to the first defender they encounter.
the defenders.
The defenders do damage all the time, but these have 0, so
Okay.
you really only have to worry about the choir.
I will do
Will you? Doesn't seem like you will do.
that to heal 1 to the bishops.
Nice.
Then
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm going to
The 2 armor on those is about to become a problem.
going to attack here.
Yep.
Whoa! You're
So-
attacking my hand?
I need my choir back. You can't
That's
just
true.
steal my choir.
That's true.
I can,
I
and
did.
I did.
No.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Oh, I don't have any drones?
Oh, so
It's pretty rude of you to attack me when I'm so exposed and powerless.
You're just gonna get a bunch of stuff on your recycling vats. So.
Just shoving those angels down into the recycling vats. Big stick jamming them down in there.
Exactly.
So I'm
All right.
currently not killing.
No, yeah. So
But-
right, you only have one attack.
Yes. So that means I do have to play
You have to.
Zealotry.
Uh-huh.
Your human units get +1 attack.
Ooh, okay.
I might also scrap any number of these to do the same amount of damage to a target non-human unit. So this is why I was asking about does armor protect?
But in this case, I think...
I don't need it here.
Yeah.
These are both human
And
units. That says
actually,
non-human.
That's true.
Yep.
That has 1 armor.
Yeah.
So...
That's just... Don't do it.
You could do it just to protect your drone if you have nothing else to
That's
do
true,
with it.
actually. If you,
Just
if
to
you
keep it
do
from
it,
being
it'll keep me
snatched.
from getting
Yeah.
from snatching it.
Yeah.
probably the right play.
I guess, because you'll just get this,
Yes.
right? Then yes, I will spend it to damage your
No, it just goes
snatcher.
onto your... Oh,
No, you may scrap.
scrap. I see.
Yep.
Oh, you're scrapping it. Oh, I missed that too.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's
still
like I lose
better.
it permanently either way.
So that's expensive.
And
yeah.
my armor... it plinks off my snatcher's armor.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah.
Wow. Okay. So 2 attack will kill my choir. Meanwhile, they had 3 attack, so going into your 2 armor.
Wait.
You take 1.
At what point do I hit you? Do I hit you before you hit
it's
me?
simultaneous.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I do take 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still worth it.
Oh, these go in my vats.
Yep.
The angel vats.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That angel goes back to
the
your
choir
discard
is
just for
scrap, so
clarity.
your discard. This goes to my
And
discard.
everything in this game's a 1 of, right? So you're not
Yes.
stealing this, at least with that effect.
Not with this effect again,
Unless you
uh,
can recur that card and then forge
which I
it.
can. I can
and
do.
then advance
I can
it.
draw random
Yeah,
cards
yeah.
from my discard pile, so I just would have.
One
I'd have a
in
1 in
4
4 chance each
Sure.
attempt. Yeah. Okay, so you do continue down
Yep.
this row. Now this is where if my harvesters could do any damage, they would deal it to you, and you can't. As the attacker, you don't do damage again. But you sail past them, and you can see 1 card from my hand because you got 1 unit through.
But more to the point, you got rid of the Seraphim Choir, which
Yes.
So, and these are still serving a purpose because you gave them +1 attack, so you would see 2 cards if
Yeah,
this
yeah.
was undefended.
Yep.
But 1 card. Enjoy. Wow.
Whoa!
You found my 1 echo.
Okay.
Okay,
all
I'll
right.
send this home. That was your combat phase.
And yeah, I'll leave him here, and
Gonna draw a lot of cards.
I will draw 5 cards.
Hey.
Oh, you spent 5 cards in your hand that turn?
No, I think you guys also stole.
Oh, we
some,
still, yeah,
like-
that's right. I did steal those 3 echoes. That was the most. of
Bummer,
it.
my
Yeah.
snatcher can't do my snatcher thing. But I get 2 talents from growth, and I get to upkeep.
Yeah, nothing to snatch. Poor you.
A lot of fucking cards.
Holy shit, your forge is popping off.
It makes sense thematically.
Did you
Yeah.
get some echoes?
Now he's gonna
scored?
have 5
Yep,
echoes?
there's an echo. Take it back as a talent.
Yep. That is the only echo, but I think... Yeah, I think that one didn't come yet. Nope. Yes, okay. But we want to do this in an order. So, next up is my old buddy. Oh, wait, no. Next up is the Command Spire.
Whoa.
The Command Spire. Units in target lane. I spend a talent. I put a talent on it. I assign a talent to it. Units in the target lane gain +1 attack until the end of phase.
Whoa.
So I can juice.
Oh, that's scary.
Yep. So I can.
If you if you get through with 2 or 3 units, and you're just seeing
Every hand.
2 or 3 more
Yeah,
cards per talent you
exactly.
put there. Holy.
So that's the Command Spire. Next, I've got my Data Jack Wraiths. My old friends, the Data Jack Wraiths.
Yeah.
They are cybernetic, so they gain +1 attack for every additional cybernetic unit in play, and they can fly.
Is that
past.
a cybernetic unit?
No.
You're okay.
Not-
So there are no other
No
cybernetic
wombos
units.
yet.
Currently, although I guess you're not done forging.
Yes. And it has. I have to assign some hit points to it, so I will. I'll give him 3. I like this guy. Seems good. Okay.
Can't believe you got my echo. I'm so pissed. I liked that echo.
I had an 8 in 8 chance.
I have some non-echoes. It's interesting. So, like, this game doesn't look very close to over.
I think it, but I feel like you're gonna start getting like 2 and 3 point scores.
And, like, I would bet that there's enough echoes in our hands for someone to win.
yes.
The question is,
I
can
don't
we?
have any.
Yeah. I mean, you might not, because I did steal, like, 15% of your deck's echoes in that run. And now you're not defending your citadel.
Oh, actually, and I forgot. I've never had two units out like this. I'm gonna put the Data Jack Wraiths
Yeah, this
with
is not a unit.
the Snatchers. I've
Okay.
never had to make this choice. Okie doke. Then.
These cards are so expensive.
1, 2, and the question is, do I fast advance anything for funsies? Oh, right.
Oh yeah. Okay, this could be fun. You know what? I take it back. I'm not worried about how expensive my cards are. I have figured out my engine. I just have to build it.
Good for you. Lordy. Sorry.
There's a lot of decisions in this game.
Yeah, it's getting chunky. But I think I'm done with my forging. I think I'm going to use my colony facility to add +1 strength to this column.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack your hand. Because I think
Wow.
you're
So
sitting there.
despite the bishops in the way.
Actually, you just stole 3 echoes from his hand, right?
Yeah, he's had a turn since then.
Yeah. I'm going to attack your hand.
What?
Yeah. Oh, man, but you just drew a ton of cards.
But I also still have 2 attacks, so I will do some damage, whereas that guy has no attack.
Oh, you're right. You have 2 attack. That makes it. There we go. I'm attacking. And also, the House Harvesters I want off the fucking table. So.
But I love them.
Well, they're dead. I'm attacking with all of 3 guys. I'm
Oh,
using
man. Okay.
and I'm using my Command Spire. So they're at +1 attack until the end of the phase.
This is tragic right now. This
Yes.
is not good what's about to happen.
So I'm going to do...
So your Snatchers go to my Harvesters and deal 3 minus their 1 armor. Will kill them right there. So I'll put those Harvesters into recycling vats, and
everybody else
they're
walks
scrapped.
in.
Yeah, so everyone comes in, and since there's no
5,
remaining
6,
defenders alive,
7
you
attack.
see 7 cards.
So why don't you just pick one randomly for me to not look
No,
at?
I have 7 cards in my hand,
great.
so enjoy.
All right, 7 echoes.
How many echoes are you
1,
taking?
2, 3.
Yep.
I'm going to just glance at these.
Now
other
we're
cards.
all like...
As you said, like, now we have engines up. Now stuff is happening.
Yeah. It starts to fly by. Like, yes, we're an hour into this game, but we're not an hour from the end of
No.
it. Yeah.
So I'm now at 6, which is the same as... Oh,
6, 5, 4.
Yeah,
It's
never mind.
anyone's
actually-
game. Yeah.
The main thing is he has no echoes in hand, which
So you
is-
know anything I put in my forge will not be an echo, so you might as well leave me alone.
It's a great attitude. Cool. That's it. I'm done.
Okay.
Draw 3 cards.
I will
That was
take.
fun.
I'm glad.
Big splashy
I'm glad you
access
enjoyed
event
it.
is really fun.
We both have had big moments. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is fun.
I think all 3 of us. You bringing her back to life was really big.
That was. Yeah. Those white bishops.
I told
are
you.
So good.
I said God was
warn
going to
us.
save them.
You did. So, and your zealotry still is buffing their attack
For that
until
phase.
my next-
until
phase.
your upkeep.
Yes.
Jeez, that's so.
So my command
What
spire...
if I want to kill them?
My command spire was only for the phase. It's worth pointing out.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that's done.
Yep. All right. So I've done my growth. My upkeep will just advance these both, and then forge time. I've got 2 cards at their 4th slot. Seems like I should be able to do good work with this. My problem is... speaking of upkeep, there's a drone. Yeah, because my problem is access to drones to give things hit points. Yeah, that is the slight problem. Why don't I'm gonna deploy... Maybe is that the word for it? You forge a card when you put it in your forge and you deploy it. At least if it's a unit when it comes out. Who knows? But I am doing it, whatever the verb is, for Iron Tortoise. It's a mech. 1 attack, 3 armor.
Ooh.
Units behind Iron Tortoise gain +1 armor.
Behind.
And it is slow, which is a keyword that means if this unit takes lethal damage, it does not deal damage back.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. But you'd have to get through its 3 armor and 2 hit points.
Yeah.
To do that.
I could have done it.
You could have. Yep. Okay, and then I'm so torn about how to handle this. I think I leave it in my forge at 4, and I will start forging this card. Huh. Yeah. Put one on that. And one on this. Yeah, you know they're not. Don't come for me. You know that they're not echoes.
Stephen, I promise you, mechanically, I am telling the truth.
Okay, combat. So this Iron Tortoise with his one little attack can get in somewhere. It feels like Christian's Forge probably has an echo in it.
Come on in, man.
I think I will. Yeah, so Iron Tortoise will attack your citadel. Anything you're doing about it? No, you're good?
I'm good.
Okay, then I'll get in for my one attack and look at this card. Not an echo.
Told you. Come on in. Look around. We're just stamping out giant fucking robots.
I hate this thing, though. It is a giant robot.
Yes.
It's a real big robot.
Pretty big.
At least we won't see it for a little while. Okay, so that was combat. I can move, and I will actually move this Iron Tortoise. I could have just deployed it here in the first place, but I'm going to move it in front of my hand because, as we all know, there's nothing worth defending in my citadel. And then I'm drawing 6 cards to get back to 8.
Wow. Oh yeah, I guess you lost 3 echoes.
Quite a few echoes, yeah. Okay, that's my turn, Steven.
All right, growth, upkeep. Get this back and these drones. Upkeep is also when these advance. And now it's the Forge phase. So this I've been waiting for. So you asked why I put my big unit in my discard. It's because I can also play out of my discard.
Yep.
Oh, what? Wait, tell us what it is. What you just called it this. What is it?
So, clinical immortality. So you know how like I feel like in a lot of stuff like the religious faction is against scientific immortality,
this one.
but this church is okay with it.
They love it.
It's an augment to units. Choose a unit in your scrap. Place it in the back of a lane you control. Attach this to the card. Add 1 health from your citadel. So.
Oh, you're only spawning the choir with 1 health. Okay.
This unit gains resilient, parentheses, restore 1 health from the crash during your growth phase. So next turn it gets a free health.
Oh, I hate that.
Kill it.
Yeah.
We should probably kill it.
You should definitely not kill it.
And that's a squad, so it has 2 attack because it gets plus 1 per hit point.
Yep.
And of course, he can do his Neo Genesis Church to try to
I
juice
could,
it
yes,
right
juice
now.
it with the Neo Genesis Church.
But why would you? You want to forge 3 more things.
Yep. Then I'm going to flip this guy. This is a Crushling Prophet.
Yep.
And they go to the back, right?
It has to go to the back of a lane, yeah.
So, and I do have to put a dude. Other units in this lane get +1 attack. If this unit is scrapped, you may immediately restore any number of units with citizens from your citadel. If this unit is scrapped, you may immediately restore any number of.
Okay, so you can refill hit points using your citadel's tokens. Yeah. Okay, and other units in that lane get +1 attack. Brutal.
Yep.
I hate that.
So
quick, someone do 2 damage to it.
Now what's annoying is that if I go over there, I kill the Snatchers, but then the Data Jack race kind of wreck my face.
They do.
So
why don't you go for Brandon? He just drew a bunch of cards.
Yeah, but they all suck. Plus, you're not going to get through my tortoise. It's got 3 armor.
I'm going to.
You'll never get through my tortoise. Don't even try.
Let's see. In combat, I can pretty much play a reflex whenever I want.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do. That's really funny.
Oh, okay. Templating on this is sometimes like I have to read the sentence 5 times to really get what it's going for.
Occasionally,
It's nothing big. It's like it just needs a polish pass where it's just like someone who has not been looking at this card for a year looking at it is going to be like,
right.
Huh? Well, I have a very expensive card, and I was like, this seems bad, and now I understand it's actually quite good.
Oh, it just took a minute.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll do that, and I'll also. I guess I'll spend this to restore 1 there. So now this guy's she's up to 4 attack, right?
Yep.
Wait, because the prophet is giving her +1. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Which will still kill the snatchers, but remember, she will only kill the first one she encounters.
Yep.
I'm going to... Sorry, I know I just asked this, but I can play Comet Reflexes anytime?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to attack your leader.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Going into the populated lane. Which of your lanes are you attacking with?
Oh wait, I have no armor.
Correct.
Oh, that's not a good idea.
I will just blast you.
Yeah, you would get rid of the snatchers, but you would probably trade.
I don't know if
Yeah. No, I don't want to do that.
He has 2 new forged cards.
But you know they're not echoes.
Oh wait, you do know they're not echoes mechanically. I specifically said they're not echoes.
If they were echoes, they would not be here at all. They would be in Christian's score pile.
All right, and then I can do. This is currently 4 attacks. I can do, but it's still just 1 damage.
Yeah, you'd only do 1 hit point to my tortoise. Yeah, and take a damage back, losing 1 of your hit points. Doesn't seem worth it.
All right. Sorry for the delay. All right. I guess I will just attack.
Christian's Citadel is wide open.
Yeah, I'll just attack
Yeah.
your Citadel.
Sure.
With the
these
choir.
guys,
Yeah.
So
And just in case he has reflexes that punish you or something, are you sending just the choir or also
No,
the
I'll send
prophet?
both.
Okay, sending both.
So that means that his attack is up to 4.
Yep.
So you will access 4 cards.
Yeah, if you're not doing anything crazy, then he's accessing 4.
I'm not
new
doing
cards.
anything crazy.
Okay.
I'll look at this one. This is a 2.
Yep, the first one's a 2.
Interesting.
Feel free to tell me about it.
It's a
So
unit.
that's 4, right?
This is also a unit. This is
I guess I'm hoping that you score echoes here so Christian doesn't. I don't know what I want to happen here. Just someone's
Sorry, was this
someone's
at one or
scoring
two?
those
That
echoes.
was at
That was
one.
at 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is your 4th card.
This is an echo. Yeah, there's an echo.
Nice. You're at 6. So you've reclaimed the lead. Or no, Christian, are you also at 6 echoes?
We're both at 6, yes.
6 to 6 to 4. Okay, I gotta get back in this.
All right. That's me. I'm going to. So I can move 1 unit. Is that how that works?
Yeah, in the move phase, you may move 1 unit to the back of another lane.
Okay. I will move the choir behind.
Whoa, the choir's going to the back over there. Okay. Meaning you have
Well.
nothing that your prophet is buffing?
Yeah, the prophet's giving him an
Yeah, prophet gives him 1 armor. Adjacent.
The bishops. The
Bishops.
prophet is
Prophet
giving
is
units
not.
in front of it +1 attacks. So that's no longer
Yeah.
doing anything.
Yep.
Okay. All right, we'll allow it.
And
then you're just drawing.
I actually have a reflex. I'm going to do this.
Whoa.
Disarmament. All factions must scrap a unit they control, returning its health to their citadel.
That's fucked up.
I'm going to...
Oh man, I only have 1 unit and I love it. Ugh.
Goodbye, Data Jack Wraiths.
At least I have some drones. That's the one silver lining. Man, not cool.
and then I'll draw 2.
Jeez.
Oh, I guess I can do that anytime. Right? No reason
What?
I can do this anytime, right?
Do what?
My location.
You can pop
Oh.
that. You can
You have to
all
put
the
a talent
location
on it,
traits, you have to
yeah.
put a
Yeah,
talent.
but I don't have to do it on my turn.
Correct.
Right.
Same rules as any reflex.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a reflex, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's the
Yeah.
same timing rules
Yep.
as
Yep.
reflexes. Okay, growth. I gain 2. Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
my Machina Sapiens ability is spend a talent or put a talent on it, assign a talent to it to look at target player's hand. Can I do that twice for 2 talents, like
You
2
could.
players?
Yep.
Great, doing that.
All
This
right.
is still in my growth phase. I'm looking at all of your hands.
Enjoy.
Okay.
I feel violated.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. Then during upkeep, one of those returns. One comes back from Command Spire. Then everything ticks. Tick, 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 tick. which I believe means things start
Oh,
happening.
you do your snatcher bullshit too.
Oh, I do my snatcher
I mean,
bullshit.
you don't have to.
But I will.
I hate it.
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take it from Brandon.
Yeah.
What?
Give me a.
Because he's wide. He's undefended.
Yeah.
You're doing what?
Give me one. I'm snatching. I'm snatching.
What?
You. Snatching your ass.
Yeah.
That is extremely rude. Is this becoming the two of you competing to see who can whip me the hardest to win?
Hey, we
That's
all
wrong.
suffered from.
I mean,
this.
in a free for all game like this, it's supposed to, or it's
Oh, wait.
often a little crab buckety where
You saw that you get the thing. The people on your turtle go back to your citadel.
He had
yes,
one.
Oh,
that's how
I
I
see.
got drones in my
Okay.
citadel at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you set me up to get snatched.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Quiet Hulk is coming out.
Ooh,
Yeah, he has a lot of like robot bullshit.
Yeah, I do.
Quiet Hulk. 2 attack, 2 armor. This unit only deals combat damage if it loses at least 1 health. Oh, okay. So it has to be provoked.
Yes.
Interesting.
But I guess those attack would still matter for accesses, right?
Yes.
I believe
That's
so.
not
Because that's
combat
not combat
damage.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna send this guy here. That I'm holding the talent.
You have so many citizens.
Yes.
And what did you just play?
So I do have to hit point them still. I just
Right.
played Quiet Hulk, only deals combat damage if it loses at least 1 health.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2/2. Stray Mecha, it's cybernetic. So it just
Oh,
gains
boy.
+1 attack for every other cybernetic unit in play. Which right now it's just it. You just killed my other cybernetic unit, so fuck off, man. That's a
That's
bummer.
good. Those snatchers have got to go.
Yeah, probably. Leave that. I am going to install the Data Jack virus upon my Stray Mecha. The Data Jack virus says, if this unit breaches an opponent's hand, I may draw an additional card.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And if
That
it
was
breaches
an
a
okay,
forge,
that's an
I may
augment, yeah.
reduce the level of a revealed card by 1. So I can de-advance your cards.
Oh, man. It's going to be hard to get back into this game. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
especially
I'm
when
trying
I
to
do the
figure
thing
out
I'm
a way
about to
here,
do to you.
but... What'd you say after what you're about to do to me?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Gonna do this.
Yeah.
Gonna do
Yeah, you're going to be in good shape after this, I feel like.
Gonna do this to command Spire. So, I'm attacking Brandon.
What?
I've got
I didn't see this coming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base strength. Plus I access 1 additional card because of my Data Jack virus.
You're attacking my citadel, right? You
No,
want to see what's
I'm
in the
attacking,
forge?
I'm attacking your leader because I know what's in your leader. So I'm going to access 6 of your cards. Or no, 7 of your cards. 7.
All right.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Steven, would you do me the honors of picking 1 to not
look
be
at
accessed?
Don't look at it.
You get the rest. 1 echo,
Oh,
2 echo.
that's an interesting fact, Steven.
What?
That card you picked for him was a 3rd echo. So he has 1 echo in hand right now.
Oh.
Just giving you a fact.
Why would you tell him that?
Yeah, because I want him to target you, not me. Here we go. And
Rude.
then
Wait, how do you know it was an echo?
I looked at his whole
He had
hand.
looked at my whole hand
With
previously.
my machine of Sabians
Oh,
bullshit.
got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So he knew I had 3 echoes and he just only got 2 of them.
Oh yeah, you saw my hand too, right?
Yep.
How many echoes do you have?
So many.
Hmm.
I've got a serious bishop choir defending my hand.
You do. It's a pretty good line of defense there, yeah.
My
That's it for me.
echoes are safe.
I'm
You only
done.
have 1 hit point on that bishop, though. If it dies, then the choir doesn't have armor when you get to it.
Yep.
And it yeah.
I'm done. Brandon, you're up. And I am at 9, or no, 8
Okay.
points. 8 points.
8, jeez. All right. I will take 2 talents for growth and upkeep. I'll just take 1 drone from recycling vats. All right. Okay. Oh yeah. Upkeep. I'll advance all of my forge cards. This is a problem. What do I have here? Not enough cool stuff. Let's see. Man.
So all the stuff that's like draw a card and then discard a card, since you're not allowed to discard echoes.
It technically is risky, yeah.
Well, no. But does that mean that if you draw a card and then everything's an echo, you don't have to discard?
Mechanically, yeah. I think that's very unlikely, though. Also very bad. You're probably truly fucked. Like
I'm putting...
Well, if you have like one card, drop to 2. There's like
Yes.
a 40% chance you have 2 echoes.
I am putting 2 cards in my forge. And no combat, no move. I will draw, and it's Steven's turn.
Oh my god.
Yep, I am pretty railroaded.
All right.
Sorry, man. I did that to you.
I mean, you took all my echoes. That didn't really... Oh, no, you'd also killed my unit. Yeah.
I've done a few things.
Yeah.
All right, growth, that happens. Also, growth, my immortality kicks in on the Seraphim Choir.
Oof.
End of, I guess in growth, I can do this, right?
Yeah, that's
do
usually
this,
what you
draw a
want to do
card
is
from your
so then it
deck,
comes back
it's an
on.
echo.
Oh, no!
Um,
Oh, wow. Okay.
and
7 echoes to 8
Shit.
echoes to 4.
now, this bullshit happens. Alright, and now
Man.
this goes up to there. I need to remind myself what this is. That's pretty good. But it's going to take a while. It's actually not super relevant. Okay. So...
That Data Jackfire is pretty cool. This is
Yeah.
this is the one
Yeah.
where Steve was like, I see Netrunner words.
Right.
Yeah, it's like virus, breach.
Breach.
I don't really know what it does. I just know it has a lot of...
So I can access an additional card if I get in, and I can, or if I get in, excuse me, if I get into the leader, I access an additional card. If I get into the forge, I may de-advance a card in the forge. I may reduce the
weird.
advancement on it.
When do your snatchers snatch? Upkeep or growth?
Upkeep.
Good to know. Don't worry, I would never play Reflex.
Alright, so...
How many
Brandon
cards did you
has...
just draw?
I drew 4, I think.
And he had 1 in hand.
Oh. I mean, if I can get like 1 or 2 more points, I can probably just win.
Because you could go for the win by putting 4 talents
That's
on your
true.
chapel right now.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a gamble.
not crazy.
It's a gamble,
It's also-
but it could just win.
I love that it's
Yeah.
just, it's praying. You're just like,
Yeah.
please God.
Right. It's a Hail Mary in
I'm
more
actually
ways than one.
fully okay with that.
Okay, so first I'm going to forge this, because this is actually, I think... Is it? Oof. Is this better than just doing this 4 times? It's pretty good. Okay, let's do this first.
Remember, you're committing to the number before you
Yeah,
resolve
yeah.
any of them.
Oh!
Thank you for saying that before you looked.
Yep, you can't do it once and then decide whether to do it again. You put the full number of talents that you want to put on your chapel all at once.
And I can't just do it in another phase or anything?
Nope. No, because you cannot add tokens to it when there's any
right.
tokens on
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I'm either doing 2 or 4, I think. Let's do... let's do 2.
Okay.
Because I want to
So
do
you're
this. This
forging
effect
this? Okay.
is cool also. I'm fast advancing this.
Wow. All right.
Does it come out now?
Yeah, if it's a 2, you can
Yeah.
deploy
let's
it
do
now.
it now. So...
Ooh.
That doesn't sound so scary.
During your movement phase, you may give another player control of this unit as if it were just forged. They must give you an echo from their hand if possible. Score it.
What?
So
That's the messenger fairy. Okay.
I
love it.
That's
So
wild.
So I need to get like 1 from stealing, 1 from this, and 1 from this, or something like that.
Yours is the only faction I've seen yet in this game that has all these alternate ways of scoring echoes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
Right,
So I
exactly,
think that
yeah.
was a good forge phase. There's this guy. Yeah, I'll put this out. I doubt it's relevant, but this is it's an augment for units. Units adjacent.
What's
to
it
this,
called?
Hymn of Knitting.
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Units adjacent to this one restore 1 health from the crash during your growth phase. I feel like.
Oh, so those
probably-
bishops are gonna heal? Oh no.
But I feel like, I mean,
Yeah.
either I'm going to win or Christian's going to win,
There-
probably.
you may not have another turn, yeah.
It's cool, though.
All right. So yeah, then I will. Would Christian be cheeky and try to score an echo out here?
Oh, he has unchecked cards in his forge?
Yep.
And you have 8. Okay, so those could be the game-winning 2 echoes in his forge right now.
But I feel like, I mean, unless he was lying, you have at least 1. Plus, you drew some new cards. So I think attacking you is just the safest. Your hand is the safest thing.
Wow. Okay.
With this big row.
All right. So you've augmented the choir, right?
Yeah.
Although that augment, I guess, doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter, yeah.
So you're attacking my...
With both of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's your strength right now?
So this one is 1 attack. This one is 4
So
attack.
5 total. So reflexes, starting with you.
Christian, are you just going to win?
And let's just pause.
You know-
Slow down. Are you playing a reflex card?
I'm
Well-
not playing a reflex card.
Brandon, how many echoes are in your hand?
Hey, wait, what?
You can blink it at me. How many echoes are in your hand?
Oh, are you thinking of reflexing?
I have a reflex that I can play to stop him from winning, but I'm not
Oh,
going to do it
okay.
if you
I have a reflex I can play just to fuck him over, but it will not.
So how
stop
many
him from
echoes do
winning.
you have in hand?
I have 1.
Okay, great. Then I'm good.
All right. I am going to play a retaliatory reflex. No.
What?
Because I want to increase the odds that you don't find my echo.
Yeah,
I'll play
yeah.
it later. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect this moment.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just.
That's
To,
good.
it's
I had
just.
that same.
It's just to
yeah.
say fuck you in response to you
Yeah,
doing this. So it can wait as long as you don't access it and discard it. And then,
Yeah.
oh well. So you're getting 1,
And this one's 4, so
2,
5
3,
total.
4. Yeah, and this is buffing. Oh, that's not buff.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not buffing.
so-
anything. Okay.
Yeah, 5 total.
All right. Access 5 cards.
Alright. 1.
Access. That is Netrunner lingo where you
Yeah.
just can't. Because there's.
But
I
they
don't
say
know what other
breach
word
in
there is for
this.
it.
Oh, no, they
Oh, is
say
it
draw.
breach?
No, draw.
No, they say
Oh.
breach.
Breach is when you
attackers-
get in. Draw is look at a card and possibly steal something.
Oh,
on
okay.
mine, on my,
Oof.
it's draw an additional card on the data
I
jar.
have
forever.
whiffs on the first 4. I whiffed on all 5.
Wow. Okay.
Alright.
Okay,
So
cool.
you do choose one of those to scrap.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
Let's do. I don't.
This is the break I needed. I'm getting back in and winning.
Yeah, I can
I've
tell.
got 5 cards in
I
my
can tell.
forge.
I can
I'm
tell.
gonna do this.
I'll get rid of your reflex.
Okay.
doesn't really do
Misdirection. Yeah.
Before your movement, I'm going to thought control your messenger fairy away from you.
Wait.
Ooh. What's that do?
Oh. What is this?
At the start of your movement phase, move target unit to the back of any lane under the control of that player. That was the one where I was like, what the fuck, this seems bad. But now I know it's the control of the player whose lane it is, which is
Wait.
say,
Toot. Can I read the card?
sure. Move target unit to the back of any lane under the control of that player.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
It is. I would not have written it that way, but now I get what it's going
yeah,
for.
That is.
I was like 4 to move it to the back of a lane, but no, it's to the back of.
To you.
I
you're
can't trigger that
stealing
till the
it.
movement.
That works on any unit. Wow. So it could.
4 drones.
That's amazing. That could steal a very big, powerful unit, and instead you went for this little fairy that just has the potential
I
to get an
know.
echo. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, so I think it's impossible for me to win now because between the whiff and
Yeah.
losing the movement,
I had a lot of complicated.
Yeah.
So what I was asking was, if you had a bunch of echoes you just drawn into, I'd have stolen the Seraphim so that he saw fewer cards. So if you were like, man, I got a shit ton of echoes, I think it's over, I'd have done that.
Right. I guess I'm gonna hold on. No. Yeah, you're gonna snatch from him. Why would you snatch from me?
Yeah.
So all right, yeah, I just
Okay.
end my
So I will not
turn.
end up playing a reflex on your turn.
You're drawn.
Yep.
But go ahead. I want to play something at the end of your growth phase, Christian.
Okay. Start of my growth phase, I gain 2 talents. I'm not using any of my goofy abilities. So play your thing. What are you doing?
This is just to maybe slow you down because I'm afraid you're going to win this turn, and
Sure.
maybe this makes the difference. I will play Nerve Splice. It costs X, so I'm putting 2 drones on it, and it says flip X talents on target citadel. So I'll flip both of your talents.
That's cute.
You have,
That's
you
really
have
fun.
no talents for this turn.
Yep.
Although in upkeep you are going to recover some from your other cards, huh? But,
Well, it depends what
you know,
happens.
slowed you down a little bit.
I mean, that's a great
That's
card.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Upkeep. I tick, and unless I'm dramatically misremembering,
Are those both
I score
echoes?
2
Oh, okay. So it didn't matter. I didn't actually think
Because
both
I
of
knew
those
with
were
thought
echoes.
control that I could put anything back here, and the odds of you getting really deep in were pretty low. Like I was like, Brandon can't do shit. You really just have the Seraphim Choir that can get through, and I can take it. So like, if you'd done that,
Thought control. Wow.
it's only for 1 round.
Oh, I see. I missed that. Okay, because you can even you can do this in response to being attacked, and all of
Yes.
a sudden that attacker isn't attacking me; it's defending me.
Yes. But it's only for 1 round.
Wild,
Yeah,
but
let's
it
see.
goes back
Let's
to
see.
that, yeah.
So if I
I did
spend
hit
this,
10 echoes.
Yes.
Oh,
There's
that's
an
one.
echo.
this.
Oh, so if you
The
had,
whiff.
if you had done that in addition to getting
Yeah.
one from me, whether
Or
it was
if
through
I
the fairy or drawing it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and actually, if I had attacked and made you use thought control there, then I would have won.
Yes.
Unless you had
Wow.
thought controlled that as a shield.
I'd have had to do the math. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. It's definitely the math gets wacky.
Everyone was close but me. This card that was on step 5, I wanted to get to the table, but not until I had something to support it, like that tortoise that you then killed. It's agromechs. They can have 4.
five?
They can have 4 hit points, and it says gain 1 talent during your growth phase for each health on this unit.
Oh.
So it's plus 4 talents per
So
turn
they're
if you can keep
actually
it safe.
farming. Yeah.
Which seemed it would have been great behind that tortoise, which would be both in front of it and giving it armor. But I didn't want to
cool.
just play it. You two would just be like, oh well, blitzing that's gone.
I would just like to reveal
yeah.
my last, my Cataphract
Yeah.
is just a 5 cost 2/1, but it ignores armor when in combat.
Oh wow, okay.
Which is like,
Yeah.
I was like, that's not too good. And so I started looking at all of these armored units on the board that only have a few hit points, and suddenly Cataphract just blows them up.
Well, good game.
Good game.
Even though I was not in it at the end, I had a good time. I think this game's super clever.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot
I'm
of
into
cool
it.
stuff in it.
I think I'd be curious to see how. I feel like we had some really wide range in our factions. Like it felt like we were playing not different games, but like really different strategies. You know,
Yeah.
I was very interested in inter-mech comboing and building up like these units working together.
Right.
You were praying all the time. You were constantly recovering cards from either yourself or other people. It was,
Yeah. I didn't really get up too far off the ground here. I don't think that we saw what my faction is really capable of, most likely.
I think the Dustmen were an antlion trap. I think the Dustmen were not good.
I probably should have.
Yeah, but like they were good 2 costs to get something on the board is cool, and I think you did get some.
Scored some echoes thanks to them.
But man, it's like, when
that
do you
the
let
turn
them
where I took
die?
3 echoes was because of them, right? And then I let them go.
I think so I think you were inefficient in that you like paid their maintenance and then like didn't get a ton of value. I think they're supposed to suicide immediately, like because they have tons of attack note. So I think you just
I
suicide.
played them so early
and
there was
then
no
do
one
it.
to suicide them.
Yeah. I think you like
Yeah.
literally don't flip them until you have something to suicide them.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
cool.
so I probably played that badly.
Yeah,
But you
that
know
was
what?
fun.
It's a new game. I don't feel bad
You're
about
still
some bad
learning.
plays.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank
Yeah.
you, gents, for the game.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Wormwood is going to be on Kickstarter by Ixion Gameworks. They were aiming for May or June. I don't think there's a specific date as of the time recording this. But thank you again, Ixion, for providing us with this copy. I would love to play another game with new factions if you two are down. It'll be a separate video.
Yeah.
But let's do that.
So we're all pretty fast now, you know. I think
it'll be a little quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I was glad that we played the practice game, so we weren't learning the rules on camera
Yep.
from the start. But I think we have the hang of it, and the turns were getting a little quicker, except for Stevens for some reason.
Steven has all of these.
I had to
interactions.
consult with God. Like,
Sometimes it takes a while.
It's true. The answers do not always. They come on God's time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
If you'd like to see more playthroughs of Wormwood and lots of other games on Optimal Play, hit that subscribe button, liking the video, commenting, that all helps us grow too, and it's the only way to help us out since we have no Patreon or anything like that. I don't think any of you have anything to plug while you're here, right?
No, not yet.
Maybe
one day.
No, so you got some games you've designed that may see the light of day someday.
One day,
so.
man. You know, they're wending their way through the bowels.
Yeah, when it happens, we will be shouting about it here on
I
this
can't
channel.
wait. Yep.
Till then, yeah. Okay, we'll be back soon. Till then, be optimal.